If any of your friends are on Voltra, go ahead and invite them over to the community discussion. I think we posted it like at least 2 weeks or something ago that we were going to hold this today. But it's summertime. Hopefully everyone's out enjoying the weather. I know it's getting, temperatures are rising around here. It's almost 90, and then we're supposed to have a heat wave coming through. But I'm not going to complain. It's better than the snowstorms that we had over the wintertime. All right, and then just something I want to kind of point out before we even get into the discussion today is to make sure, if you haven't yet, to check out the unlocked comic of Richard's first love story. So this was unlocked after Valtis participated in the NPC First Love contest from the Vibrance Day 2019 event, which was held around Valentine's Day. No correlation there at all whatsoever. So make sure you check out the comments. It's a beautiful piece of work. It was done by Ghost, and I really enjoyed it, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. All right, and just go over our discussion today. So we have some user submitted questions. I got a few new ones that were submitted earlier today. There's some I can touch on, some things that I was a little confused on that I don't think I can touch on now or answer. But I'll try to answer those to the best of my abilities. And then we have crate previews to go over, some more pixel previews to go over, and I'll tell you more about those when we get to them. And then we have some exciting updates for the development department of the website with some previews too, so you guys will see some pretty cool new features in action. And then at the end, we will raffle off crates, and also I have the winners chosen for those who submitted their questions by the deadline for pre-submitted questions for the discussion today. Hey Lily, yep, I'm in the same boat. No headphones and you can't hear me. All right. So we're just going to hop right into user submitted questions. Obviously, do stop me if you need any clarification or if you have additional questions in addition to that question. So first one, where do you see Voltra exactly 1 year from now? What are some goals you would like to have accomplished by then? So 1 year from now, so this upcoming end of August, beginning of September, well, August, September, because we launched Alpha in August of 2017. So we're coming up on the 2 year mark of Voltra, which is crazy to think about. And we definitely accomplished a lot since we first launched. So exactly 1 year from today, especially with some of the cool features I'll talk about later today, and just changes that are happening on staff and everything. And we're getting kind of into a groove now with development. So 1 year from today, I see us being the site as a whole, being like more established, like with our lore and having a guide to like Valtra's storyline and its characters, because we do have a very diverse like NPC group, and they all have their own backgrounds and stories that we kind of have sketched out for ourselves on the staff side, but I can tell that on the user base side, it's not as clear as day what the history of all of our NPCs are, and also just where they come from and like what their homes were like before they came to Voltra and all the realms. So that's something that we have been like slowly kind of trying to get established on the staff side, like figuring out all the details of the realms because we want to present something concrete to you all that makes sense. And then and hopefully an increase in our user activity in the forums, and with hopes of creating features or implementing some small games, nothing like huge, that would just be lurker friendly and help boost interest in joining Voltra, because not everyone likes to chat on the forums, unfortunately. And then yeah, so just overall improvements to the current website features such as avatar and inventory systems, improving our shops page, adding more features for things for you to do with your items, and like returns or sellback features, stuff like that is a hope for within the next, seeing Voltra from a year from now, which would be really neat to have all of that. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. If staff has any hopes for Voltra or where they want to see us in a year, you're definitely welcome to share that. But I think I kind of, checked all the main ideas that we have as staff for where we want Voltra to go. Question 2, are there any plans for summer events in the works? And question 2.5, which was submitted by another user, they're very similar. Will we have any event soon? Sneak peek or hints of our next event, please. So your wish has been answered or granted. We do have some previews to share with you guys, and we have been planning and making progress on assets for our next event. It's been about 2 months or so, or a little more, in the works. We kind of jumped the bandwagon from Vibrance Day straight onto planning the next event. And this one should be a small little summer event for you guys. It'll introduce short stories with all the NPCs and just be a cute summer theme. And we have event sets for you guys. Right now we're looking around 6 event sets. Some of them are already pixeled and ready, for the event, as it has been in progress for a while. There is no set launch date for this yet, but it is our summer event, so like our main summer event. So you can expect this within the coming weeks, but I don't want to get your hopes up that it's like gonna be launched next week or the week after that. So give us some time, but it'll be a really great event. We've got some great assets to release, and like all our events, the event sets are usually great. So anyway, I lost my train of thought. Let me share those previews with you guys. So I only have 3 sets from this event that we'll be previewing today. And depending on when our next community discussion is, and if we have decided that the event's ready to launch before that or after that, I might have more previews to share in the July discussion with more updates on the event. So I'll just go ahead and plop all these previews in for you all. So yeah, unfortunately, well, I'm recording it total, so you can always refer back to it and to get more in detail. But I was just answering a question about the event. There was a question, user submitted a question about updates on our next event, and so quick recap of that is that we've been planning and it's been in progress for our next event since the end of like Vibrance Day. So it's been a little over 2 months now that we've been planning this next event. There is no set launch date for it, but I wanted to share previews of the event sets because it was requested if we can share some sort of previews. And it's going to be, the event will consist of some short stories with all the NPCs and have a cute summer theme to it. I'm not going to give away any answers. You can interpret this as how you like. For now. I'm not that good at, keeping spoilers, so I'm just not going to go into any more detail on that. Oh, thanks. Love you guys too. All right. So that's actually, wait, I have a couple more community discussion and questions here. So what do you guys think about adding a post-tipping system? I think we had touched on this as a feature before. It was suggested, and that's something we definitely want to implement down the line. It just depends on when and what what features we're currently focusing on and how large those are and time consuming. Um, so yeah, things just really just build up on the development side, and just with our small team of developers. I mean, mainly it is really just Hazer right now, but we're trying to, always trying to find developers that can help us. And yeah, development is a really hard aspect of the avatar site because it's just a lot. It takes a lot of funds to fund developmental work. So it's just takes time. But that is one thing that we are interested in implementing one day, a tipping feature or some sort of gift granting feature, user to user. And I think that's kind of would be an expansion to like our trade system, or like if we implemented some sort of market feature or updated the shops. Like I feel like those kind of relate to each other. So maybe we might see that come around that time when we decide that we can focus on those features. Um, there's a question about the die system, but I prefer not to go into the die system right now, as I do have development updates coming later in the discussion. So I'm kind of going to skip over that question for now, just because it kind of will be answered later on in the discussion. And I'm kind of not too I don't really understand this question too much, so who submitted this question, if you can clarify if you're here. Whatever happened to the information base that was promised after Valentine's Day? So I'm not sure if this is referring to like the unlocked comic. Oh, the information base. Okay, the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is a work in progress as well. It's a lot of articles, and like that's what I was touching base on. Something that we hope where we see Voltra in another year is having that information established for you guys. And we introduced Vaughn as the NPC to run the knowledge base. So he's going to be like the face of that for you guys. So in the next coming months, hopefully we can get that out as soon as possible. But yeah, one day we will have it, and I do see that being within the span of like a year, because that's something that has been worked on by our writers, and those staff members who have been involved in creating characters for the website and storylines and all of that, because they're like the backbone for establishing that information for the knowledge base. Yeah, thanks team for helping me clarify that question, because the information base was throwing me off a little bit. When I hear base, I usually think of like avatar base, not like the knowledge base. Yeah, exactly. Once we establish, an article and then there's something new published on the website, we kind of have to go back and revise. So that also makes the process a little longer. All right, and when do you think we will hit our next milestones? So right now, if last time I checked, we were at 88%. I would say probably a month. Actually, believe it or not, that was my mom meowing to my cat. My cat does not sound like that. I told her to be quiet when I was doing this discussion, but she doesn't listen. Embarrassing. Well, last time I checked, my mom is not a cat. She's the one meowing to the cat. Yeah. So last question was, when do we think we'll hit our next milestone? I think it'll be a month, especially with the launch of our event. If we haven't hit it then, I think we'll definitely hit it during an event. And sometimes that's kind of a lot of work in itself too, because I also don't like the milestone to kind of get lost. And with an event going on, then we hit milestone with the event, it kind of gets lost in all the event, content that's published. But that is what it is. So that's probably when we'll probably hit our next milestone. And we have two that we're going to hit. We're very close to both the user milestone and the total posts. So you guys are on a roll. Well, that's true, but typically everyone expects the milestone to be unlocked right exactly when the milestone's met. But that's something to take into consideration. It's not like a huge deal. So I was just being a little drama queen there. It's not that big of a deal. We'll still release the milestone item when it's met. That's only fair. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into item previews. And so we've got our July crates coming up this Monday, July 1st. So we have 3 sets. We've got 2 general, and the new rare set is being released, which will be replacing the corrupt Igor, if I'm saying that correctly. Not only do I have trouble pronouncing usernames, but also the names that we give to our items. Fun fact. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those previews for you guys. And now I wasn't able to get a preview together for, this is a reminder that our collector set, which has been out for almost 6 months now, will be swapped out with a new collector set. And collector sets are obtained by purchasing a collector's bundle each month. So the Victorious Guard will be leaving with the release of the new July crates and the July crate bundle. So, but technically, it still will be available in the plasma bundle orbs and the plasma bundles until that leaves shop. So you still will have some time to get those Victorious Guards if you choose to purchase a plasma orb bundle, and that'll be available until we release the summer plasma orbs, August. Virtuous, thank you, Virtuous. Ugh, all these V names and Voltra, and yeah, I knew something was off there. Virtuous, thanks, Moet. Did I say Virtuous the first time? I think I said it twice and I messed it up the second time. Okay, yes, Virtuous. You know, when I was typing up my notes for this too, I typed Victorious first and then I put Virtuous. I should be reading my notes. So, Virtuous Guard will be leaving crate bundles come July 1st, but will still be available in plasma bundles until August 25th. So you guys will still have time to get it, but we are introducing that new collector's set. I do not have previews for that today, though. We're still, I just haven't finalized it to get the previews together. But yeah, July 1st. So we have 4 new sets coming. Crazy. If plasma orbs weren't enough, which was like a month ago from today. So all right, so here's our first preview of a crate set from coming this July. Yeah, once I kind of put the silhouette on it, I was like, oh crap, it does look like a Pokemon. But yeah, just a cute, fun little design. Shout out to Cuties, who's really been helping me with this set. I've just kind of been struggling to keep up on things, but I'm excited for this one. It is very cute. All right, and we've got our second set here that I will drop in. So this set is by Cutie, so you can expect it to be very cute as always. Yeah, she definitely helped me get that previous set looking very cute. I kind of struggle with cute things. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just a struggle for me. But I mean, it's in her name, so maybe that helps. Okay, and then so this is going to be the rare set for July and August. And this one was pixeled by Bean. All right, so that's all the previews I have for you guys for the crates coming in July. But yeah, you should expect 4 new sets to relaunch. It's going to be a very fun surge with all the new items, and that's going to be on Monday. Okay, so moving along. Just an update on Avatar of the Week. I did mention previously that we had been working and planning on, relaunching Avatar of the Week / month. And though we are relaunching it, it's not going to be an automated system yet, but I know that the user base has really wanted it back. And we've had a user on the site, I don't recall exactly who kind of had launched their own Avatar contest this past month, which is wonderful because I know that that's one of the key aspects of an avatar site is expressing, your creativity with your avatar, and what better way to do that than an avatar contest? Yeah, and so I kind of did touch on the event a little bit, and I shared the pixels for that. But I am recording this, and I will be releasing the outline for this discussion right after the discussion. Um, but I kind of don't want to backtrack now, just so I don't get confused or confuse anyone, because with our current topic. But yeah, Millet pretty much sums it up for you. So Avatar of the Week, still no set launch date, but it is coming this summer, like I had previously said, and we're kind of I'm wrapping up kind of special items for specifically for Avatar of the Week. So let me go ahead and share that preview with you all. And this one's not a silhouette. This one's showing actual color and preview. So it's a little more colors in like the poses. So it's a little more than what we usually preview for items. So I'm hoping, that'll keep you guys a little more pumped and excited for its return. And so this is still a work in progress. I do plan on adding a few more poses and everything or items to this set for Avatar of the Week. So as you can see here, there's some curtains kind of to resemble like a stage. Not fully complete yet. I'm not sure what more I'll do with it, but I do plan on touching them up a bit more. You've got an Avatar of the Week, a large ribbon, and then you've got the lightning bolt trophy. And so there's going to be more aspects to this Avatar of the Week item set. And the idea behind it is that each week participants who participate in the Avatar of the Week will receive a participation ribbon. And so that's the ribbon you see there. First and second and third place or runners up will also get some sort of knick-knack that's only for placing in that position in the competition. So I guess you'd get maybe the trophy for runner up. They usually do that at pageants. And then we're kind of hoping for first place that you get the whole collection of the Avatar of the Week inspired items, which will be more than just these 3 that I'm previewing here. And these will be available for a long time. These are not going to be limited edition and gone within a month or something. So that'll give time for them to circulate and give you guys a little more incentive to participate in Avatar of the Week or Avatar of the Month, what it will be. So hope that's exciting for you all. And just some other ideas were thrown around, because we have Valentina's shop for crafting. So maybe collecting each week we do a random color for the participation ribbon, and then with those colored ribbons, if you collect all 5 or all 10 or 12 or whatever, there's a possibility of us using that to be a material to use in Valentina's reduce, reuse, reinventions. So just some ideas we've been throwing around. But Avatar of the Week surely is coming back and making its debut sometime this summer. All right, now on to this is a very, well, I'm trying to think of the word, very thick portion of this discussion. I have a lot of bullet points here, and it's going to be going over updates on the development side of the website. And we've been talking about the die system for just, I mean, since the beginning of Voltra, maybe. And that's something we've always wanted to implement. And in order to implement that, we had discussed and with the help of Hazer, it's obvious that our current inventory system and avatar system just really needs to be updated. The load times are very slow, especially if you have a large inventory. And it's just kind of we don't want to implement such an important feature to the website with kind of a old rickety avatar inventory system. It looks pretty because we were able to, do that with coding, but the core of it, like the skeleton and all that stuff, is just not strong enough to support and do what we want to do with recoloring. So I do have some previews showing the progress that Hazer has made on the avatar system. And then I'll go over the bullet points of kind of like what's going on in these previews that he's provided us with. And there is a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and share these really quick. And so you'll see there's a different layout kind of to the avatar and inventory page. And I will just share, I have 2 more links to share, and then I will kind of go more in depth about what's kind of happening here in these videos. Okay, so we're going to start from the top. So inventory updates. So now the inventory is basically split into 2 pages, an equipped page and an inventory management page. So both will be using Ajax will be Ajax loaded and not loaded. It won't load all the images at once, so it'll be much faster. So I mean I'm also not a very development techie person myself, so I guess Ajax I'm still learning is just one of the coding languages or things you use on a website for loading things. Anyway, so currently right now my understanding is our system does load every individual item in your inventory one by one for every tab, so your entire inventory, it's loading every image, and that's kind of what makes it slow. So by not doing that, our inventory pages should load much faster and be more functional. So then you also have equipped, now has an equipped list shown, and it shows both currently equipped and saved items, which are in green, and then items you are currently trying on, which are in blue. And so you can kind of see that in the very first preview that I showed. That top green section is your currently equipped and saved avatar outfit, and then the bottom blue are the current items that you're kind of like trying on with your currently saved avatar. And then you can use the equip list to unequip tried items. So if you have it equipped, you can see in the video that it's demonstrating clicking on those items that are in the currently equipped list, and it's removing them from that equipped list, and it's unequipping them, making it a little bit faster for you to unequipped items instead of going back through every tab and trying to find that individual item to unequipped it, and especially when it comes to sets. Sometimes the thumbnails are different for that pose, and you kind of, I find myself saying like, oh, I can't really find or remember what set that pose is for and stuff like that. Especially when it's not the main color of the set, it kind of gets a little difficult to find. The inventory also now supports stacking items. So instead of showing if you have 10, I'm just going to use crates for example, but I'm not quite sure. Actually, say you just have a crate set, and we'll just use, someone give me a name. Okay, let's just go with corrupted E-core because I just said it not too long ago. So say you have 10 of the corrupted E-core set, which FYI is just our current rare set. And if you have 10 of those, it's going to stack them instead of showing every individual 10 E-core sets. So this will make your inventories look much smaller and not as full, and kind of organize them better. And then also load times will be a lot faster. And so once you equipped one of those sets out of the 10, it'll then separate that one E-core set that you have equipped it So then it'll show one with ×9, and then the other one will be just like ×1. So that'll also help speed up load times. And then main tabs will now also have sub-tabs for better navigation of items in your inventory system. So it's just another level for organization. And you can kind of see that one in the very first preview. And so you can see like under the appearance tab, you got bases, skins, body mods, tattoos, scars, eyes. So it'll make it a lot easier for you to, find that specific category that you're looking for. So those are the updates for the inventory system that Hazer has currently made. It's not pushed yet, but we want to finalize this entire update to the inventory feature before it's published on the site. And we'll keep you guys updated on that. And now, currently, Hazer is also working on an outfit feature, and you can see that in the second preview I shared. And that's by default, all accounts on Voltra will have 15 outfit slots. And so these allow you to save your favorite outfits or avatars, and if you decide to go back to it, you can easily click on it, equip all those items. And you can also, we'll have the option for you to purchase more outfit slots if you need more of them with Vault or Ohms. Those numbers have not been decided yet, but we're kind of trying to work out that math. Then outfit preview will be highlighted in red if it is missing any items, and you can see that in the third preview. So I believe the blue one might be I'm not going to speak on that for sure. So the red one you see in the third image, it's got that faint red background. That means that is one of your saved outfits, but you've either gotten rid of that item somehow by trading it or selling it, etc. And so you're missing an item or more for that outfit. But the system still recognizes that, that's one of your favorite your outfits and you saved it. So outfits use the normal item ID instead of unique item ID, so that if you sell some of the items or trade some of the items used, but still have enough for the outfit to work, it will not error. So yeah, an example, what's that saying, I'm guessing, is if the item itself needs like 3 demonics, and you have 5 demonics, then it'll still identify, it won't show that you don't have the items for that. It'll still be okay because you do have enough demonics to equip that whole outfit, as I believe that's what that's saying. And if you were to sell one of your demonics that you did have equipped for that outfit, it won't matter because it's just going to recognize that you still do have at least 3, and it'll equip the correct poses using the remaining demonic sets. And then outfits can also be favorited, and there will be a tab where you can view just your favorite outfits. And you can see that in the preview. It's got that little yellow star symbol, so that'll be how you can favorite your outfits and kind of separate them from the rest. And we're planning on there being no limits to the amount of slots that you can purchase and have. So yeah, the default's 15, but we will allow, I believe, an unlimited amount. It's just depending on how many volts or ohms you're willing to spend to kind of expand your closet. So I hope that is a neat feature for you all. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, this is not being released anytime soon, as we want. It's one of our summer projects for sure, and Hazer has been putting a lot of time into it, and he's made a lot of progress on this. So we're very excited to release this, and even showing this progress on it, we're very proud of it. So, and then there are some more things that Hazer is planning on implementing for this update that has currently not been started, but this is what is planned to be released when the entire inventory management and avatar features are complete. So currently not started is the inventory management, which will have it'll have tabs and sub-tabs. So it's showed in the preview, but it hasn't been officially completed coding wise. The stacks of items that I mentioned, And there's a note here about you will use consumables through here, which will be the inventory management. So that's where you'd open your crates and everything. And then you also have the ability to create custom boxes to organize your inventory, to personalize it how you'd like it to be organized. So if you don't like our generalized and set automatically labels, you can create your own labels and kind of organize your inventory that way. And boxes, you can rename and set options to these custom boxes. Each user will start off with 3 extra boxes. And you can set boxes to be show equipped and or show trades. I don't, you can set boxes. I'm trying to wrap my head around this too and figure out some of these things. I'm a more visual person, so when it comes to reading it, I have to kind of visualize it in my head. So you'll have multiple options in there to show what items either are equipped, or if you have them currently sitting in trades, it'll kind of show you that notification of where the item currently is. And then it'll also allow users to hide certain items that they don't want to trade from the trading page, presenting. This will prevent you from accidentally trading any of the set items. So that would be really useful, especially with creating your outfits, if you don't want to end up losing one of your outfits by selling an item that's necessary for that outfit. You can, in the inventory management page, you can choose to have that item hidden from the trade system so you won't accidentally trade it or put it up for sale. And then, it also allows you to create boxes for items that you specifically want to trade or sell. So yeah, overall, better organization for you all to personalize your inventory and, keep track of your items and what you want and what you're willing to trade with other users. That was a lot. I need to catch my breath. So I hope you're all excited for that. This was a really exciting update to share with you all, which is why I was like a little bummed, like, oh, we didn't have as much of a turnout as usual. But for all of you that were here, it's great that you showed up and I was able to share that with you, and we're open to hearing any feedback you have about it. And that is definitely coming in the next couple months. And like I said, this is us kind of improving our current system to better prepare for the day when our DIE system is ready to implement and better plan for that. So this way we're not, throwing a whole new system of the DIE system on top of a really old feature and like skeletal system of our current inventory and avatar system. This will be introducing, like I said, better load times and just overall better organization for you all. I hope that the servers won't go into overdrive, because that means that we would have to probably upgrade or move to another one. And I think we've already done that like maybe 4 times. I mean, it's not the hard. I mean, I can't do it myself, so I'm not going to say it's not hard. We are lucky that we have, the support we do in the development end of the website, because, oh my gosh, I've tried so many times to learn developing, and I have some courses I purchased. One day. Okay. And that's it. I had a reminder here just to go over the milestones, but we kind of touched on that today. We're at around 88, almost 90%. For both our, user milestone, and which is 2,000 Baltis, and our posting milestone, which is 750,000 posts. And that will unlock the third and final post to the current, community unlockable evolving item that is our milestone. All right, well, that is everything I have for you guys today besides our raffles that I'm going to do shortly. If you do have any final questions, do let me know or post it in the community discussion questions. If not, we'll go ahead and announce our 2 raffle winners for the May-June rare, which is the Corrupt E-Core. And those 2 users are Hachi and Zarya. Congratulations, and thank you to all the users who did submit their questions beforehand. It does help me be more prepared for the discussion and give you guys more thorough and thought through questions. All right, and so now I will go ahead and do raffles for those who are in attendance. Okay, and so our winners for the rare set. Wait. Oh wait, did I say this? Okay, so these are for our June crates. I don't know if I said that or not. So this was the raffle for our June crates for being in attendance today. Our previous two winners that I just announced were for the current May-June rare. And so our winners of June crates are Kid Rala and Monaria. Sorry, I probably butchered that. All right, well, thank you all for being in attendance today. It's nice to not be talking to no one on the other end. All right, and that's kind of all, that's everything for our discussion today, and we'll see you guys in another month. Hopefully we'll have more updates and previews for you. Well, we always have previews for you guys, but I'm confident we'll have definitely some more updates, especially on all that development fun that I shared with you today. And I'm looking at the wrong chat right now, so I'm probably missing everything you all are saying. Okay. Yeah, so our winners were Kid Rala. That's how I pronounce it. It might not be that pronunciation. And Monterey. Um, great. Kerala. Alrighty. Well, is that a Pokemon, I guess? I mean, I like Pokemon, but I'm like, I don't follow it as much. I'm not into it as I say I am or whatever. I've played the games and have them, and I was really big on Pokemon Go, but kind of who wasn't? But any new Pokemon, I could not name them for you. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, um, just so we don't have any banana business going on per usual. All right, I'm ending the recording in 3, 2, 1.